Cardi B just told Offset and Stefon that she is not the person they want to play with, so they cleared her. She believed she had a strong relationship with Stefon after her tumultuous mess with Offset's infidelity and him getting someone else pregnant. However, according to Stefon's ex, he is exposing himself and cheating on Cardi. Both men likely assumed that Cardi would be unable to stop crying on social media since she had been betrayed once more. However, Cardi appears to have moved on and is now in her city girl phase. In addition to moving on, rumors are circulating that she already has a number of men on her roster. So, who is Cardi's new boyfriend then? And for what reason did she not go to the Met Gala with Stefon? Let's dissect this. Even though Cardi B and Stefon's new relationship is still relatively new, the drama is already boiling over. What started off as a calm post-Offset glow-up has swiftly devolved into a complete disaster, and the chaos will only increase. Offset's messy social media behavior was the beginning of the drama. Despite his claims to the contrary, his behavior suggests that he is not undisturbed. He has been defamed like it's his business, from cryptic tweets to passive-aggressive barbs. For what purpose? Simply because of Cardi's courage in moving on and finding some happiness with someone else. It's bitter. He is not hiding the fact that he is extremely pressed. As if the mayhem wasn't enough, Stefon's past is also haunting them. It turns out that his ex is not truly an ex because he is still involved with Sky Marlene, his ex who recently exposed him. As it happens, Stefon and Sky never truly broke up. Even after he dated Cardi, they continued to sneak around. Cardi is currently caught in a tangled triangle that she did not request. She cannot be let go by one man. The ex is out here publishing receipts, and it seems like the other never let his ex go. The most recent disaster began when Sky shared a set of pictures that made everyone gasp. She and Stefon looked really comfortable in the photo. This is my man's kind of snug, with faces close and an arm around the waist. The fact that we ever existed was not obvious? No, ma'am. The fact that we never stopped was obvious.
She didn't stop there, though.
Sky chose to escalate the situation by sharing screenshots of the text she and Stefon exchanged. Things became pretty hot at that point. The messages were not merely cordial, they were just too slick, friendly, and flirtatious to be coming from two people who have supposedly not communicated in months. In all honesty, it seemed as though we were reading a conversation between a couple who were still deeply involved, not two individuals who had allegedly decided to part ways. Sky added, "I hate when a ninja acts like he wasn't just crashing out being a stalker. But I'll let them have social media and play my part so he can get his clout." She then said, "I don't post him. I'll be with him in real life, and we'd be doing it raw." Yeah, she's Bobo. Sky might want to sleep with one eye open because Cardi got Offset and side jumped. In any case, supporters lit up Sky as soon as those images and texts appeared on the streets. She was quickly accused of pursuing influence, claiming that she was merely attempting to rekindle the drama between Cardi and Stefon, or, in a strange way, to start a new one. Sky was not going to allow the internet to drag her without a fight. Despite fans' attempts to portray her as a resentful ex who couldn't move on and was upset over Stefon's relationship with Cardi, oh no, Sis returned with a vengeance. She retaliated with further screenshots and receipts that demonstrated Stefon was still deeply involved in her direct messages. Not just on a "hey stranger" vibe, but also intensely emotional, possessive, and obviously emotionally invested. In one message, he even blasted her for sharing those intimate photos, accusing her of disclosing their relationship. At that point, things really started to change, since it began to make him appear sloppy rather than her. Similar to how you met her, when she revealed something you said was untrue, Sky made it very evident that she was not the one pursuing anyone, while Stefon appeared apprehended, vulnerable, and guilty. Stefon wrote in the updated text, "Sky, I know you're upset, but bro, that was a lot. I hope we can actually have a convo when you're not upset." Sky then replied, "You didn't F with me for real. You showed that from the beginning till the end of the day. No need to pretend. It's cool. Can take one to the chin. I just hate the disrespect and dishonesty. You really did the most, and I've never done a thing to you. No matter how you want to spin it, Steph, good luck. This ain't for me." He then said, shaking my head, "Okay, get up. You going to F and stop this ish? Let me know when you're ready to be an adult." Stefon appeared to be far more infatuated with Sky than someone who supposedly moved on. Based on the way things are playing out, he was attempting to keep their small predicament under wraps while openly being with Cardi. As evidenced by the messages, the comments, and the sly atmosphere, he did give it a try. Well, Sky answered, "I'm cool, bro. I don't like ninjas that treat me like that or talk to me like that. Never have I ever experienced something like that. Stop trying to switch it around on me. I peep game, and it's all good. But oh, sis wasn't done yet. Sky tweeted a photo of her second phone. Going one step further, she said that it was merely a lighthearted display of her two phones, but in reality, she was flexing by displaying Stefon's name and illuminating her FaceTime screen. She didn't even make an effort to hide it. There was no deceptive cropping. No names were blurred out. Just plain, unvarnished evidence that Stefon was still hitting her up. The message was clear and unmistakable without her having to speak, especially recently. You can continue to play with me all you want. Guess who is enjoying all this? Offset, though, because he is still phoning. As anticipated, that is who. After Sky revealed the phone, he threw some shade. He posted, "We live in a frigid world." He also shared a photo of himself with several laughing emojis. This was most likely what tipped Cardi over the edge. Following all the dubious posts, the disclosure of receipts, and the convenient FaceTime flex, she eventually lashed back at Sky. Cardi responded on Instagram with a blunt warning. Fans saw her mysterious post as a subliminal message that Sky's writing arrows got to fly. Additionally, if you know Cardi, you are aware that she never performs subliminals carelessly. I really appreciate all of y'all, like from the bottom of my shoelaces. You can't give nobody your heart anymore. You can't give it. I'm not giving it.
Don't.
Despite not mentioning Sky by name, Cardi was quite explicit. She is not going to take it easy when someone attempts to make fun of her online. Never, ever. Initially, we assumed that she would pursue Sky as she did with Offset's sidekick, Jade. However, it appears that Cardi has undergone significant personal development since that Jade incident, as rumors suggest she has simply decided to cut Stefon out of her life, rather than confront the other woman. Rumor has it, she has already moved on from Stefon to another of the numerous guys she has on her roster. I don't know if y'all recall, but she boasted about having several men on her roster and being able to switch them out whenever she wanted after she split from Offset. I really appreciate all of your likes from the bottom of my shoelaces. You can't give nobody your heart no more. You can't. You can't give it. I'm not giving it. Although Offset and Stefon likely believe she was kidding, there are rumors that she has already moved on. Although we do not yet know who her new partner is, you can bet that Stefon is well aware of how badly he mishandled her. Although this drama is far from ended, I am curious about your thoughts on the matter. So Stefon Diggs' ex-girlfriend just dropped some serious receipts leaking parts of what she claims is a relationship agreement between Stefon and Cardi B. And y'all, the streets are in shambles. Now, for a while, there have been whispers that their relationship was all for publicity. But according to his ex, the truth is way messier. Not only is this just a PR setup, but Stefon is allegedly using Cardi as a beard. And if you're wondering why Cardi would even go along with something like that, well, her motives might be just as shady, if not worse. But what could possibly be more scandalous than being used as someone's beard? Stick around because this tea is piping hot and things are getting wild. Stefon's ex is clearly out for revenge, and she seems dead set on blowing up the entire facade. But what's her real reason? Is she just bitter, or did Offset have a hand in this mess? Let's break it all the way down. The ex in question, her name is Sky Marlene, and something tells me Stefon is regretting ever messing with her. Honestly though, Sky has been acting real suspect ever since rumors started swirling about Cardi and Stefon being an item. She's been teasing for a while now that she's sitting on some explosive receipts about their relationship that would flip the internet upside down. At first, nobody really paid her any mind. Most folks figured she was just another Instagram model upset about losing her golden ticket. She was going off so much on social media that people stopped taking her seriously, just writing her off as someone doing the most for attention. But then she really got our attention. Sky recently claimed that things between Cardi and Stefon weren't as perfect as they seemed online. She said she knew things we didn't. And while some people were skeptical, others started to believe her when she claimed to have a digital copy of their relationship contract. Yes, a contract. And how did she allegedly get it? According to her, Stefon came over to her place just a few days after he and Cardi signed the deal. He passed out, and while he was asleep, she snooped through his phone, found the contract, sent it to herself, and deleted any trace of it. So apparently, Stefon didn't even know she had it until she blasted it all online. Now, let's not even get into the fact that he's allegedly cheating on Cardi with this same ex. That's a whole other side of the drama we'll save for later. But the fact that he felt comfortable enough to crash at his ex's place right after signing this so-called agreement? That says a lot, especially since he's been publicly booed up with Cardi, like she's the only one in his world. Anyway, back to this contract. When Sky first exposed it, most people thought it was just a basic PR arrangement, and even that alone had folks shook. But apparently, that's just the tip of the iceberg. While fans were still trying to wrap their heads around Cardi possibly agreeing to a fake relationship for clout, Sky dropped the real bombshell. Cardi is actually serving as Stefon's beard. Now, for anyone unfamiliar, a beard is when a woman dates a closeted man, usually gay or bisexual, so he can appear straight to the public while hiding his real identity. And according to Sky, the contract clearly states this arrangement with both Stefon and Cardi's signatures allegedly on it, meaning they can't just pop online and say she's making it all up. Sky's got receipts, and if they're legit, she's got them cornered. Now, you might be wondering, how can Stefon be gay or on the DL if it's his ex-girlfriend who's calling him out? Well, Sky claims that he's been using women as cover for years and that she too is part of that cover-up. But dating someone like Cardi is next level because of the visibility and power it gives him. So why now? Why would he suddenly need a beard after hiding his truth all this time? According to Sky, it's because Stefon has been under pressure. Some of his alleged male lovers have been threatening to out him. One man even came forward claiming that Stefon tried to sexually assault him, but we'll get into that part in just a bit. Sky says Stefon has allegedly been paying off these men for years. Hush money, bribes, whatever you want to call it, to protect his public image. She even claims that while she and Stefon were in their strange, undefined situationship, he had a whole budget set aside just for these payoffs to keep his secrets buried. But the game changed when Stefon signed a massive new deal. Millions of dollars on the line. Then, suddenly, those alleged lovers wanted more money, way more. And Stefon's done paying. Y'all, the stakes are crazy high now. According to Sky, Stefon's facing real threats to his reputation, and Cardi may be wrapped up in a much bigger cover-up than she ever planned for. He agreed to a 3-year deal with the New England Patriots that could be worth up to $69 million, with $26 million guaranteed. Now, I know the world is becoming more progressive and increasingly accepting of the LGBTQ+ community. But when it comes to professional sports, that acceptance isn't quite as strong. Think about it, how many openly gay male athletes can you name in soccer, football, basketball, or baseball? Probably not many, right? That's because, despite progress, most choose to stay on the down low. Coming out could cost them not only a large part of their fan base, but also possibly lead to being iced out of the league altogether. That's why many go to great lengths to keep their private lives hidden, and this is exactly why Stefon allegedly brought in Cardi. To put on a front. To shut down rumors. I mean, even if one of his male partners came forward now, who's really going to believe him when Stefon is publicly linked to someone as high-profile as Cardi B? So, yeah, it's not shocking that Stefon would agree to a fake relationship. But what exactly is Cardi getting out of all this? Well, according to Sky, the contract details how this whole setup is tied to PR for Cardi's album, which honestly doesn't surprise anyone. Now, whether this next part is in the contract or just Sky speculating, she's claiming that Cardi and Offset aren't truly broken up. Allegedly, they're still together behind the scenes, just pretending to be separated as part of a promotional scheme for Cardi's upcoming album. Sky claims the divorce drama was manufactured to build hype. But even though the storyline was juicy, Cardi reportedly waited too long. The buzz cooled down, and fans moved on to other things. Sure, there's still some public tension around her and Offset, but not enough to push album sales the way she hoped. Remember, Invasion of Privacy sold 255,000 units in its first week and is widely considered one of the greatest rap albums ever. It became the first album in music history where every track went platinum or higher, and even broke the record for the longest charting female rap album on the Billboard 200, beating the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. So yeah, the pressure on Cardi to match or surpass that success is huge. Dropping her next album during the height of her drama